Thank you first of all for coming down here today to bear witness to the pigs as they've been brought in. Just wanted to ask you, I guess, was it very different to how you expected it to be, and what was different about the experience to what you thought it would be?
I mean, I've seen it on a screen before. Like, I've seen people filming them and filming with the pigs and stuff, but I've seen it and actually hearing it when it's not coming through headphones, it makes it more real and much more relatable as well.
What about yourself? Do you want to comment?
It's really hard. I mean, I can barely get through it without crying. Like, these pigs they're just like our dogs. I mean, there's no difference.
How do you feel when you connect with them and you sort of see them in the trucks? What are some of the emotions that you feel?
They just look so scared, and you can tell, and it makes you feel awful for being in a world where it's okay to do that to animals.
I think it's just absolute heartbreak. I mean, like, you walk up and you start petting these pigs, and some of them are terrified and some of them are really calm, and it's just like you have a couple minutes to try and console them, but then the truck drives away and you know that, like, by the end of the day they're gonna be gone, and it's people around us are supporting that, it's like people that we love and are really close to us are walking to the supermarket and buying the dead body parts of those pigs. And it's hard because you really want people to make the connection. You want them to understand that what they're buying is a sentient being that has, all the same feelings that we do.
And why do you think it is that people don't make that connection? Do you think that, they're obviously hiding it quite well, aren't they?
Yeah, it's the industry. Like, they don't want you to know. Obviously, like, the slogan of the slaughterhouse is taste the love, which after you make the connection, it just, that seems ridiculous that would ever be your slogan. But people buy into it, and I don't think it's necessarily the consumer's fault initially. I think it's the meat and the dairy industries and the egg industries, they're hiding this, and you grow up thinking that it's acceptable and that it's necessary and normal and that it's okay for us to be doing these things, but once you know what you're supporting, I don't think it's okay to be buying those products anymore, once you know the truth, you need to make a change.
And do you think that's why it's so important for us to come out here and do what we're doing in order to spread this message?
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
And do you think that through what you've seen that you'll be able to share that with other people, other friends, and sort of help them to recognise what's happening here as well?
Yeah.
It's our responsibility, really. We have to do it, otherwise people just won't know.
And has your opinion on activism and activists in general changed? Because obviously they get referred to as militant or extreme or these kinds of things.
We feel so much for these animals, and there's so many people who just have no idea.
It's so ironic. I've been vegan for 4 years, and when I initially went vegan, I still had this, idea in my head that it would be extreme to do this kind of thing. And now I'm here and I'm doing it, and I've, realized that it's extreme to buy the dead body parts of animals. It's extreme to pay people to do this, to pay people to put pigs in gas chambers. It's not extreme to stand up against that. Just because you're in the minority doesn't mean that what you're doing is extreme. This is what we should be doing.
And it sort of says something about, I guess, society and the culture we live in, that to be compassionate and empathetic towards animals is considered extreme, but to kill them and to eat them is considered normal. So,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This right now is classed as humane killing, and we can hear them screaming.
So we hear a lot of the terms, don't we, like humane and organic and grass-fed, and what do you think about those terms now that you're here?
Bullshit. It's complete bullshit.
Okay.
You can't humanely kill an animal that doesn't want to die. There's no such thing as humane slaughter. Humane means compassion. It means showing benevolence, and there's no compassionate or benevolent way to kill an animal that does not want to die.
Perfect. All right. Well, I think we'll end it there, but thank you so much. I'm going to give you a hug, so, just feel for you guys first time. Thank you so much for coming down, and thanks for doing the interview.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.